With college hockey season right around the corner, who better to talk to than the number one overall pick in this year's NHL draft? I'm Evan Marinofsky here for NCAA Digital with Owen Power of Michigan. Owen, how's your summer been?
It's been great. So just excited to be back.
So obviously we'll start pretty much from an obvious standpoint. You were picked number one overall by the Sabres in the 2021 draft this summer. What was that like? I mean, that had to have been a dream come true, I assume.
Yeah, I mean it was obviously a really special moment. I think just being with my pretty much my whole family just kind of made it that much better. So I think it's something that I've kind of dreamed of and worked for all my life, and just for it to happen, I think it's pretty special.
Now, how cool was it also to see some of your Michigan teammates picked right behind you?
Yeah, it was really cool. I think I was on the phone for a couple of them, so I was trying to pay attention and see where they went, but luckily they all went pretty quick, so I didn't have to wait too long.
Yeah, you didn't. So obviously, you're the first overall pick since 2007, 2008, which is quite a long time ago, for the first player to not go right to their NHL team. What went into the decision to stay at Michigan?
I think just another year of development, just continue to get better and develop with another year. And then I think last year we didn't really get a true experience of playing hockey at Michigan. So I think that had a little bit to do with it, just with the COVID last year and everything that went on with that. So I think coming back one more year and kind of trying to win a national championship and just using this extra year as a time to really make a leap in my development.
Now, I know you mentioned up until the draft that you've been leaning towards going back to Michigan. When exactly was that decision made to officially go back to Michigan?
I don't know, honestly. Probably it was a while after the draft. I think I talked with Buffalo and I talked with my advisors about it. So I don't know the exact date, but I know it did take a while to kind of finalize that decision.
So you mentioned an interesting thing last year with your Michigan team, unfortunately having to not play in the regionals because of the COVID protocol. You mentioned that being a little bit of a motivation to come back. What are your expectations for this Michigan team and for yourself this upcoming year?
I think anytime you play for a team, you try and win the championship. So I think for us, that's a national championship. So I think that's kind of the biggest thing. And then with me, I think just continue to improve every day and continue to get better.
You obviously have a locker room with a lot of other high picks, a lot of great talent. Is that added pressure to you guys this year, or is that something where you're kind of all motivating each other in a sense?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's probably pressure. I think you hear all the outside noise, kind of talking about our team, but I think with the guys in the locker room, we do a pretty good job of kind of canceling that out and just focusing on ourselves and worrying about trying to get better as a team and individual every day. So at the end of the day, hopefully we'll be playing for a championship. But I think all of us are doing a pretty good job of just kind of staying in the present, not looking too far ahead.
You mentioned the pressure, and for you, obviously, as a number one pick, that's kind of what comes with the territory a little bit. How do you handle that, and how do you plan on sort of managing that during the season?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know. It doesn't really bother me too much. I think I've always been someone who puts high expectations on myself. So I don't think that will be anything too much. So I don't think it's something to worry about, but who knows? But I think I'll be fine.
And then you also talked about a little bit sort of your own development and wanting to be better every day and all that stuff. Is there a certain aspect of your game, defensively, offensively, that you're looking to really improve on this year?
Yeah, I think both ends. I think offensively, I got a ton of work to improve on in different situations, and then defensively, I think the same thing, kind of becoming harder to play against and being able to get stops right away. So I think it's definitely something that I see room for improvement, and something that I'm focusing on is those two areas of the game.
Is there a defenseman in the NHL or someone we know that you look up to a little bit, kind of mirror your game after in a sense?
I think the best guy for me is Victor Hedman. He's kind of the guy that I've been watching for a while now. So I think he's the best defenseman in the NHL, and I think we have some similar attributes with their size and the way we play. So I think he's someone that I try and take as much out of his game and put it into mine.
So obviously, we know you, and we know a lot of your teammates, but who are some guys that fans should be watching this year from Michigan? Guys that you could see taking a big leap forward?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a ton of guys. I think you look at our roster, we have so many good players on it. So I think just guys coming back from last year. I think there's a whole bunch of guys that are gonna have huge leaps, and then I also think we got a really talented freshman group coming in. So I think fans should be excited for them too.
And you mentioned the fans. Most likely, if everything goes according to plan, there will be fans back at games this year. How exciting is that to be able to play in front of people this year as opposed to not playing in front of anybody last year?
Yeah, I mean it's really exciting. I think I'm trying not to get too excited about it, just in case they for some reason say we can't play. But I think just hearing all the guys talk about what it was like before COVID and playing in a packed Yost, I think is, from what I heard, just awesome, and something that I think all of us who haven't got to experience it yet are looking forward to.
Yeah, that's right. You didn't get to experience it last year, but hopefully, if everything goes according to plan, you will this year. Owen, thank you so much for joining. And for all the college hockey fans out there, keep it here for coverage for NCAA.com throughout the season.